So in this video, I'm going to be showing you an AI automation that will drastically increase the reply rate of your cold email campaigns. And it does this by creating a personalized first line for every single lead inside of your campaign. So on the screen here, I have an example of a first line that was generated using this automation. I'll let you kind of quickly read over it. I have blocked out some of the leads information just for privacy reasons, but you can see we're referencing their first name here. We're saying your work at their company on branding and marketing for project like, and then we're actually referencing the projects by name, which is crazy that we can do that. Is impressive, and especially your expansion into international project development. So again, we're directly referencing a key contribution that they've had to their company, making it just that much more personable, and therefore increasing the likelihood that they actually keep reading our email and to see what we have to offer. So I'm first going to explain why email lines are actually so important. I'll do that very quickly, so if you're already familiar with cold email, just bear with me here. And then I'm going to show you how you can download this template to get this workflow so you can start using this yourself. So in order to explain why they're so important, I first come over to ChatGPT and asked, what is a format for cold emails? Now I'm not going to go over the entire breakdown for cold emails, but the second thing here we have is the opening line for the email. Now this is going to be the first line and the first line that they actually read. Now this is very, very important because this is often what keeps the lead reading our email to see what we have to offer, or they immediately hit the trash can and just move on with their day. And including personalized first lines is a great way to actually separate our emails from other people that are also sending emails to these leads. So doing this is very crucial to actually keep them reading so they can see what we are offering. I just wanted to quickly mention that I released a community inside of WAP. So if you're interested in learning how to build automations just like the one I'm showing you today, or you just want to learn how to use AI more effectively, whether that's for your own personal use or in your business, consider joining this community. I have it linked in the description below. So check it out if that sounds interesting, and we can get back into the video. So to get this template, you're gonna go down to the link in the description. I've linked the template there, so download it. It will download as a JSON file. Once you've gotten that file, we're going to head over to a platform called innatedn.io. Just log in here or create an account. Once you do so, you'll be brought to an overview page where we are just going to create a new workflow. And then we're going to select the three dots in the top right hand corner and go to import from file. Just select that file that you just downloaded, and that will import a workflow or an automation that looks something like this. Now this is kind of tagging off the last video that I made showing you how to scrape leads, again using innatedn, but I'm going to be referencing the Google Sheet that I actually created with a bunch of leads on it. So if you would like to check that out, I'll link it above. So just click on the tag up at the top of the screen to watch that video, so you can actually get some leads that we can start personalizing. So once you've gotten those leads, we can start going into this automation. So the trigger that I have for this workflow is just an execute. We're just executing it manually. This is really just so I can show you how it actually works. You might want to set it on a schedule, execute every couple of days, every other day, something like that. I'm not going to get too much into that, but that's why I'm starting it. And then what we are actually doing is we are referencing that Google Sheet. Again, it just contains a bunch of leads and information about those leads. And one of the things that I did inside of this Google Sheet is actually make a column for personalization. Now, currently, most of them are empty. I have two that are filled in that I've actually gone ahead and generated a first line for. We're just using this cell for each of the leads to kind of store their personalized first lines. So what I'm doing inside of this Google Sheet node is I'm essentially just filtering and only getting the leads back that have that personalization actually empty. So you can see we're just checking for if that cell for that lead is empty. If it is, we're actually getting it and sending it through this automation. If it's not, it means that we already have that first line made for them and we don't need to make it again. So inside of my Google Sheet, I have 200 leads that I've put in there, just scraping them from the last video And I said I have 2 that are already filled in. So you can see that we're passing 198 of them into the rest of this automation to go ahead and make their personalized first lines as well. Now this next step I've just kind of put in here for testing. I didn't want to test on all 200, so I'm only passing 2 of them through. So if you only want to do maybe 10, 50 at a time, you can just set a limit in here, change this number. I'm just going to pass 2 through at a time. You might want to have that be more, but I'm going to click play, pass 2 through, and then it brings us to an OpenAI step here. So the first thing you want to do is actually connect to your OpenAI account. So select this drop down, create new credential, and then what we need to do is get an API key for our OpenAI account. So to do that, we can just look up OpenAI API, click on their API platform, and we'll log in. Make sure you log into the API platform. Once we're at this page, we're going to go up to the top and select the dashboard, and then go over to the left side and select API keys. And then you'll want to create a new secret key, name it. I just named it like N8N Connect. So give the key a name, and then write it down somewhere. You also don't want to share this with anybody, because you will have to add a little bit of money to this account. I think it's $5 minimum. It does last a long time, so add like $5, write the key down, and then we're going to paste that key into this API key section. You just hit save here, and that connects your OpenAI account into N8N so we can start using this. Now what this step is actually doing is we are using a model which is GPT-4o mini search, and this model is great at basically searching the web and compiling a bunch of information about the leads that we're passing in. So as you can see here, we have 2 different prompts. The first one is the user prompt, and I'm just saying conduct research about the following lead. I only want information about the lead that would help me make a personalized outreach message. Don't get me any more information that just, I don't know, I didn't want it to give me a bunch of personal things that I don't really want to know about the leads, but that's what that's doing. And then we're just passing in some of the information that we are getting from the Google Sheet about each lead. So I'm passing their full name, the title that they have at the company, their email, company name, company URL, the personal LinkedIn URL, and then the country that the company is based in. So this just gives this model that much more information, so it kind of find the person I'm talking about, give me some information about the company, about them, what they've done for the company, things like that. And then here I'm just saying, you're an expert in sales and doing cold outbound for a business. So you can definitely add more to either of these prompts, especially the system prompt. But that is what this is doing, and we basically just get a long string of text with information about this specific lead. So you can see here, I'll probably blur this out, but we get a long bit of context just about the lead. And then what we are doing is we are sending all of that information into an AI agent. So this agent is again receiving a ton of information about each of these leads. First name, last name, title, industry, company URL, LinkedIn URL, country, and then the research that we've just done. So this research is going to fill in from that previous step. This is going to be that chunk of text that fills in there. And then what we are doing is we have a system message here at the bottom saying that you're an email marketing expert. You're supposed to create a killer opening line for the email, extremely relevant, and it's going to pique their interest, just making them keep reading the email. Now it should be appropriate, just kind of giving a frame of how it should make it. You are sending this to a stranger with the intent of selling them something, so keep it, the tone appropriate, information appropriate, and then kind of explaining the goal here. Keep the lead's attention in a good way, make them read the email, and basically just kind of explaining the whole goal of a personalized first line. So here I'm structuring the output. I'm just saying, I just want that personalized first line. And then we are using a Gemini chat model here, and this just allows it to search the web if it needs to get any more information to make that first line. Gemini is great at searching the web, and to do this we are going to open up this credential to connect with, create a new credential, and we need the host, which is filled in for us, and then we need an API key. So to get that API key, I just looked up Gemini Developer API. Pops up with the Gemini Developer API first. So once you've logged in here, we are going to go under the Solutions tab and go over and go down to the Google AI Studio. And then from here, we are going to go to the dashboard, and then that will take us to the API keys section. So once we're at this page, the next thing we need to do is we actually need to make a project inside of our Google Cloud Console. So if you already have one, you can kind of skip forward a little bit, but I'm going to show you how to set up a project. So we're going to look up Google Cloud Console, click on their page here, and you might have to log in, but this brings us to a welcome screen, kind of a home screen for our Google Cloud Console. And what we need to do is make a project inside of this page. So how we can do that is we can open up this menu here that gives us a list of the projects that we already have. If you don't have any, that's completely fine. We're just going to select new project, and then we're going to give it a name here. So I'll just do n8n Gemini demo. This you'll want to name, I would just do n8n Gemini just to kind of give it, information. So if you come back later, you know what this project is actually doing. Then we can just click create, and you can see that it's actually making that project for us. So we'll wait until that's done. You can see that's finished now. And then what we can do from here is we can go back to the API key page that we were on before and select create a new API key. And then we need to select that project that we just made. So if you already have some, you can just select any one of the projects that you've made, but I'm just going to select the one that we just made. And then you'll select create API key into that project, and then it will give you your API key. You can just paste that into n8n here under this API key section, hit save, and that will connect your Gemini account into n8n. So then what we're doing inside of the Google Sheet node here, we are updating the document or the Google Sheet with the new personalized first line. And you can see that here we're just updating the row that already exists with that lead. We're just basically adding that personalized first line into the personalization column that I've already made inside of the Google Sheet. So you will want to have a place to actually store this for every lead. And that's what I kind of showed earlier with the column titles and having the personalization column. Now the document, it'll just give you a list for your Google Sheet, just a list of all the Google Sheets you have. So select the one that you've made to store your leads in, and then we're selecting the sheet that they're actually on. So mine's on sheet 1. And then here we are giving it a column to basically match on. So out of the 200 leads that I have currently in that Google Sheet, we actually need to find the right row, basically just saying update this specific lead with their personalized first line. And I'm doing that through the row number that I've already retrieved. So when I retrieve them initially, we can get their row number, and that's why I'm finding them again to update that same row, just updating that same lead. So I'm using the row number to just match every single lead that is being passed through here, and just updating the row representing the lead with their personalized first line. So if we scroll down, you can see all of the information that I'm collecting on each lead and storing inside of my Google Sheet. But the only thing that I need to update in this case is that personalized first line inside of the personalization column. Now, depending on the types of emails that you're sending, you might want to fill these in with variables. I know email sending platforms can allow you to do this. You'll probably want to edit the prompt inside of this AI agent to format them. The one that I just sent in said hi first name and then the rest of it. So you'll probably want to edit this agent prompt and kind of specify the format that you want your first line to be in. But yeah, that pretty much does it, showing you how to get leads and then create a personalized first line by conducting research here and then making the first line using this AI agent, and then updating your spreadsheet again, storing those personalized first lines for you to then send emails with. So hopefully this video was helpful. If you do have any questions, drop a comment below. And if you got anything from this video, please leave a like and subscribe. And yeah, I will catch y'all in the next one.